As society ends, the days may tend to be marked down as final, but I'll be in my bedroom walls listening to my vinyl. Hi, I'm Tyler, and if you couldn't tell by the walls behind me, I'm a vinyl collector. But what is vinyl? Why do I collect it, and how has it managed to stand the test of time as a form of entertainment in a time where we have streaming services and downloadable content? You'll find out all that and more today as I walk you through the basics of collecting vinyl for dummies. The reason I got into vinyl is because I wanted to get some cool merch for bands I liked or get a hard copy of albums I liked. I would collect CDs, but those are the scriptures of the devil. There is no definitive answer if there's a bad vinyl or not. It's completely dependent on taste, unless you regret buying it, but those are the ones we put on the wall, and we don't talk about those ones. The warmness from the vinyl will keep you comfortable when no one else will. For example, this is the album for when you're sad and you don't want to be. This one's for when you're sad and you just want to go back, and this one's for when you just want it all to fucking end. But how could you start your own collection and really feel the love of music? Well, with this simple 5-step plan, you'll be on your way in no time. Step 1. Get the essentials. One thing that is necessary for every vinyl collector to have is a cleaning brush and cleaning kit, which ironically is something I do not have, labeling me a scoundrel and a fraud, and it must be hanged for my crimes. Something else that is obviously a must is a record player. I got myself a vintage aesthetic Victrola with built-in speakers, but they're known for adding some extra wear and tear to vinyls, which over time can detract from the experience, as well as ruin cherished classics. Once again, labeling me a misfit and a criminal. There are, of course, a few rules when it comes to having a record player. 1. Be careful with the needle. Make sure to clean the setup on a regular basis. Guilty. And by all means, do not put a CD near it. These consequences are not to be ones to be taken with jest. These are to be taken with absolute fear. You don't want to know what happens when you do this. This is something that should not be done under any means necessary, especially if it's Nickelback. With that being said, Step 2. The next step that must be taken to make a proper transition to vinyl collecting adulthood is deleting any playlist you have on any streaming service. You've dedicated your whole life to vinyl now. You only need vinyl. Have one last serenade by your lonely time buddy before sending him off to the abyss of deleted forever. You will be missed, old friend, but vinyl is forever. Step 3. Destroy all other audio playing devices. From MP3 to DVD, it all needs to go. Vinyls are the only way to live now. Want to watch a movie? Buy the soundtrack on vinyl and imagine what the movie might have been like. There are no alternatives. You need to dedicate your life to vinyl. This is part of you now. Burn the others, destroy them, make them one with the earth, reduce them to rubble, specks of metal and plastic, unseeable by the human eye. Step 4. On your walk home, think of your actions. What have you done? Sure, vinyl may be the future, but it didn't have to end like this. It didn't have to go this way. The final thing that you need to know is that the second the vinyl finishes, please move the needle back into the resting position. This could damage the vinyl or needle, as well as hurt the vinyl's feelings. The most important part is to make sure that you don't fall asleep while playing a record. This is due to the needle not being put back in resting position, as well as giving the vinyl emotional trauma. It is very important to not put CDs near it, especially this step as well. There must be a way to keep an eye on it at all times. Jeez. And that's it. You are now a certified vinyl collector. I wish you the best of luck in your capitalist endeavors and indulge in your favorite music immortalized forever on the black discs. And just know that in more ways than one, they will outlive you. Just please be sure to keep an eye on them.